Recently, I was cleaning an old lumber yard out and I found this old buffer, the cord cut off. It's all metal except for a little bit of plastic right here. And I thought, what a perfect project to see if I can get it going or to figure out what's wrong with it. It seems like it's locked up, so I hope you follow to the end and let's see if we can't reveal the problems and see if I can't get this old thing going again. We're going to start the disassembly process. First, let's see if this, oh, yep, that spins right off. So we're going to take this off first. Let's take this off. It's wind. It says it's a 2-speed, but I'm questioning that. And what I found is this here's locked up and I don't know why, so I'm going to take this head apart and we're just going to lay these parts out here and see if we can't discover what's going on with this thing. But it's called a Win 2-speed model 940. And what I found out was that this company started in the early 50s, and one of the things that they're known for is that they brought hand tools and electricity together. So they started manufacturing or powerizing the hand tools. And I found that a bit interesting. You can go online and look up the tool. That's all I did because I hadn't heard of it. But we're taking this head off right here. Let's see if we can't get it off of there. It feels, yep, it's going to fall right off. Okay, there's that. See how caked up that grease is? My goodness. Okay, this is what this looks like. Let's pull this out right here and set it in there. And yeah, that gear's froze up for some reason. So it looks like I've got to keep digging. So let me dig into this a little deeper. Oh, well, that not ever been off of there, I don't think. Boy, this screw looks like it's screwed up. No pun intended. But let's take this off. These old tools, you know, like I said, I found this tool in an old lumber yard that I recently cleaned out. If you haven't seen that video, it just came out today, or is it today? Yeah, I think. I'll try, uh-oh, what is that from? What is that about? I wonder where those came from. There's 2 square nuts in there. I don't know what it's about. This may be junk. I don't know, but we'll check it. And if it is, it is. If it isn't, let's see if we can't get it going. It acts like it wants to come off of there. Yep. There's that. Look how dirty that is. Let's see. Yeah, this motor. I found a problem. It's junk. I'll bring it around there and show it to you. But this is not going to work. I don't know how to fix this. When I come to repair these tools, there's sometimes you win and sometimes you don't. But pulling this apart, I see right now that that's burned clear off of there, so this whole thing here is burned up. And then I see this is worn really bad. So why that wasn't spinning is I'm guessing that one of the brushes caught in there and wouldn't let it spin around. I doubt if I could find parts for this. I don't think I'm even going to look. But the way it looks is this thing has ran its last leg. There's that's too bad. That really is. This just looked like a nice old tool. I'd have really liked to have gotten this fixed. But like I said, you win some and you lose some. But, yep, that spins now just fine. Let's put this back in here. Oops. Oh boy. What I'm trying to do is put this back somewhat together and see if the head would have, yeah, see, that works just fine now. So that definitely was the culprit, and that's all busted up in there too. I probably could finish taking it apart and seeing what it looks like. That sounds like fun. Let's do that. Well, let's take the trigger apart. Well, look how rusty and dirty that trigger is. Get all of that dirt. It's been around a while, hasn't it? Let's take the brushes out. Well, one thing about it, there's about half or 2/3 of the brushes left. So those are all right. I wonder if this handle will come off. Oh, yep, screws are coming out. It's turning really hard. Oh, man, that's hard on the old wrist. Look at that. I twisted that screw right off. That I didn't realize I had that much strength anymore. Look, just twisted her right off. The other half is still in there. Let's see about getting this out. See if we can open this up. Get these screws out. If they come loose. Okay, what's holding you in there? These wires, for one thing. They would have to come out of this switch. Yeah, let's cut it back here. There we go. Free. Now let's see if what's holding that in. I wonder if these are holding it in. I see what I got to do. I've done this before here. Wonder if I got any light left. These springs, I guess my light's dead. Right there's a couple springs that go around there, and I think if I just flip them off of there, yeah, right there and right there. Now that should come out, and it does. See, these two coils were around the brushes. See, them springs went right on those things in there, so I should be able to go like that, and it comes right off. It did. Now, let me show you what I'm talking about. Right there. See those two little holes right in each side. You get that ring on there, and it opens it up and brings it out. We have that as a washer, another shim washer, maybe. Yep. And now that gear ought to come right out of there. Let's see if it does. Yep, there she comes. It's got some pin roller bearings in there. Sometimes those want to fall apart, but it doesn't look like this one is. Boy, that grease is so caked in there. Don't want that to come out. There she comes. Now I want you to look in there. Look how shiny and new that looks. If I would take this over and clean it up, that inside would look really good. And yeah, I don't know what these were for. They fell out of it, but they were something. I'd figure it out unless somebody had it apart and they were just messing with it. But that grease looks like it's been in there since 1951. I don't know how long, but that's when they started making these. But that is some old grease. You know, there's very little wear on that gear. I can see just a little bit, but not much. I'm just really amazed. And I wonder where this gear, what it ran against. It would have had to run against this end right there. There you go. And see, that's what spun that. And there too, that's in really good shape. So the bearings, the bushings, here's a bushing that came off of this shaft here. It went on like this. And, you know, quite frankly, that is really tight yet. So what I'm seeing here is a well-built tool, with the exception of the motor. I wonder if the size of the tool in comparison to the motor was not engineered quite right. Did they take off a little bit of this in balancing these motors? If you know, let me know in the comments. This is a short. This little copper piece fell out of there and it's just dead. Just as simple as that. Dead as can be. No reviving. If you like videos like this and you want to see where this came from, I will share that video right here. Go to this video and you'll see the building that we were cleaning out. It's about 8 minutes long, and just watch that. Can it be fixed? Sad to say this one, not by me. Can you fix it? You might be able to. Until the next one.